Alright, I see it now. Welcome everybody to Bronze Taco's Mild Tier Round 6. We have... well, I should introduce us first. I'm Swirling Crow. I'll be your main commentator for tonight. Although if this match does go on a bit longer, we have our very own Big Bear on the cams, the one-man casting crew.
Hey.
And our match for tonight is going to be Nebula versus Glizzy Gladiators. And at this moment, we are just waiting for both teams to be ready. We do have 6 players for each side, so they should be able to start soon, within the next 7 minutes or so. We're going to be starting on Nepal, our control map, and from there, let's see, the map afterwards will be Blizzard World, our hybrid map. After that would be Junkertown, our escort map, and if it's needed, Volsky will be the assault map, 2CP. And of course, in the event that we happen to get both teams winning 2-2, we will have a 5th map, which will be chosen by the audience, those of you in the chat, or if magically somehow there's nobody there, us the casters will probably just roll some dice or something and pick a map. It just has to be control or escort, I believe, so ones which can't be drawn. Although escort, you know, technically on some maps it can be drawn, but it's like a really rare occurrence, so highly unlikely. Not too sure what would happen if that occurred, but, you know, that's kind of exciting. But we'll have to see what happens. Not even getting into our first map quite yet. Let's maybe take a look at the records of these teams while we're still waiting for readies. I believe Glitzy Gladiators has just 1 win right now under their belt, so it would be nice for them to pick up another one here. Nebula, they do have 2 wins, so they've been picking up some momentum. 8 map wins as well, with 10 map losses. They're almost 500, you know, just 50-50 with the maps. Looks like we do have readies coming out, and we're going to be starting our control map, Nepal.
Traveling to Nepal. Initiating match.
Let's see what we have here. Big Lebersky and Band of Hawks is going to be on DPS for Glitzy Gladiators. Shadowmaster and Vuru Kasalt, I'll just call him Vuru, gonna be on tank, and Mo Black and Luxwall gonna be on support. For Nebula, we have, let's see, J-Rod and Dragon Runner on the tank, Alexi Wesker on DPS, along with X-Flames, Wild Helen and US of Chicky on the support. So it looks like our lineups are relatively different from each other here. We do have Junkrat on both sides, but for Glitzy Gliders they have the Sim, and Nebula has the McCree. I know X-Flames does like to run that McCree. For tanks, we got J-Rod on the on the Reinhardt. Gonna take us to J-Rod's school of feeding Reinhardts, or whatever it's called. Right here on the point, bubble broken really quick there, put onto J-Rod. J-Rod taking some damage here under pressure. Both tanks on Glitzy Gladiators taking a lot of damage. J-Rod down to half health. Glitzy Gladiators are being pushed off, but they're making their way back onto the point. Vera getting caught in the trap, but is going to be kept up. Alexi Wesker already taken down, but Band of Hawks also going down, to DPS down on both sides. Shatter coming out from Nebula. Doesn't look like there's any follow-up. In fact, J-Rock got taken down during all that. And it looks like this fight is starting to get into the favor of Glizzy Gladiators. Big Lebersky getting a mine kill on Wild Helen. X-Flame's going down to the missiles of Diva. And this is just cleanup now for Glizzy Gladiators. They're going to be able to take control of the point first, get that control percentage ticking up. And Glizzy Gladiators, they have a lot of ults to work with here. I don't think they used anything in that last fight. And they're just going to have all 6 pretty much ready for this next. We're going to have to see how they want to use this. It would be nice if they could keep their economy strong for the ults. You know, don't use everything here. Try and make good use here. Maybe a Flux tire, possibly. Here comes the Flux. Band of Hawks going down, though. Shadow Master is sending out the Diva Bomb from behind. Both tanks all used. DPS down for both sides. They just have 1 each. It's a 5v5 right now. Tire coming out from Big Lebersky. Beat coming out from USF Chicky. Looks like that was really useful for them, and Nebula are getting picks onto Glitzy Gladiators. J-Rock going down to Big Lebersky, though, and Wild Helen also going down. It does look like Glitzy Gladiators do have the advantage here. It's just 2 from Nebula over here, and Dragon Runner is gonna just accept the the respawn. Alexi Wesker just pushing out some spam here, waiting for the regroup from the rest of Nebula. Let's see, Gladiators used a lot of ults there. They still have the window, though, from Bab. They can maybe charge up some ults. Shadow Master almost already has another self-destruct as well. Meanwhile, Nebula, they're going to try and make this rotation on the backside of the point here. They have 4 ults to work with here. Window coming out from Glitzy Gladiators. Oh, already 3 going down, including the tire, actually. That was one of the 3. J-Rock gets a charge kill onto Vuru. Shadow Master taking down Chicky. We're at 90% though. J-Rock gets the shatter out onto Moblack. Should be able to take him down here. Oh no! Moblack does get away, and Band of Hawks with the lasers and the turrets taking down some of Nebula. They're able to keep Nebula off of the point. They take this round 100% to 0. Calling all the action. Kind of hard for me to analyze it all at once. If I had to guess, I think that maybe Nebula was having some trouble with the sim, because that's, you know, pretty likely, although, you know, Junkrat's pretty big in mild tier as well, so that could have been causing a lot of trouble. But sim is one of the key differences here, you know, sim versus the McCree. And it looks like GG are going to be able to get control of the point again. They've got that teleporter, and they want to set up those turrets. Nebula making their way through the front of the point here, spamming in with the Junkrat nades. No flanks happening just yet. The Band of Hawks is going off onto the side here, trying to beam down USF Chicky. She's going to back off. Glitzy Gladiators get control of the point. Big Lebersky getting the pick onto Alexi. Nebula still trying to stick around here and contest, but Band of Hawks is getting the flank on them with their laser. Oh, good flash there onto Band, and Band gets taken down by J-Rod with a follow-up hammer swing. J-Rod's gonna go flank around behind them. Maybe looking for a charge kill. He gets spotted by Moblack. Coalescence coming out by Wild Helen. Tire coming out from Big Lebersky. Quick gets 2. And the D-Mech onto Dragon Runner as well. And Glitzy Gladiators finally pushing Nebula back. 35% already accrued by Glitzy Gladiators. Oh, and they get the stagger kill onto Alexi. No ults online just yet, but Alexi is going to have a tire soon for Nebula, as well as USF Chicky with the beat drop. Lots of ults also coming online for Glitzy Gladiators. There's the Flux coming out. Catches like 5! Beat from Chicky, trying to keep up Nebula. Here comes the tire from Alexi. Oh, with the shatter as well, but tire only catching the opposing Junkrat, but this looks like it could be enough here. They get the DPS, they get almost everybody. There's just 2 left here, I believe, for Glizzy Gladiators, and Nebula should be able to take this. Trying to get that last turret there with the Junkrat nades can be a little difficult. I don't know, J-Rod. I don't know if you want to see your muscles. Nebula getting the cap this time on this round. It would be nice to see if they can win out this round and we get a 3rd one. But Glitzy, oh! Ban getting picked by Alexi with the Junkrat spam. X-Flames forced off of the top of the point, and Glitzy's making their way around the back from the top. At least 3 of them are. They're still waiting for their Symmetra to come back. It looks like they want to have the full regroup. Their Diva is also somewhat far away. Alexi coming up to try and force off some of Glitzy Gladiators. Gets booted down by Mo Black. Symmetra wall coming out from Glitzy Gladiators, and Coalescence from Nebula. Bomb coming out from Glitzy Gladiators. Catches Yosef Chicky. X-Flames. Oh, is able to get Band of Hawks with that eye. Shatter catches 2, but I don't know if there's going to be follow-up. Oh, there's the Diva Bomb! Nice! Nice Shatter Bomb combo. Alexi also bring out the tire, just maybe for insurance, you know, wasn't sure that the fight was over. A little unfortunate there, they could have used that tire. And all they have coming up now is a beat. They're at 75%. This could very well be last fight territory for Nebula. And Big Liberski is going to have a tire coming online soon. 85% for Glitzy Gladiators. Shadow Master forces X-Flames off of the high ground. Trying to flank around to the side, put some off-angle pressure. J-Rod's shield's getting very low. He's trying to go around the corner to try and charge that shield back up. Big Liberski gets caught by the trap, but lets the tire loose. Catches J-Rod. That's Nebula without their Rhine. And Big Liberski also takes down the McCree. And it looks like Glizzy Gladiator is just cleaning up here. Nebula should be able to make it in time for one more team fight. Band of Hawks switched over to the Hanzo at some point, didn't notice that. Almost has the Dragon Strike. No, I'm getting the teams mixed up here. For some reason I thought that was Nebula. J-Rod almost has the Shatter. Are they going to be able to touch? They do. Oh, Shadow Master catches 3. And also the Dragon's coming out. J-Rod with a charge kill onto Veru, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And Glitzy Gladiator's taking map 1 Nepal. Very nice of Nebula to get it up to 99% after not getting any control percentage on that first round. They battle back, get it up to 99, but weren't able to quite close it out there. A little miscommunication, you know, in the hectic team fight at the end. Alexi, if they were able to save that tire, that could have been really big for them. But it does feel like we should be in for a close match, all things considered. Possibly Nebula just needed a little bit of time to warm up there, so we're gonna see how close this next map is. And that should be Blizzard World, our hybrid map. So just double check here. Yes, it is Blizzard World. And we're gonna see if the teams want to make any swaps for Nebula right now. They do only have one person that they can swap out. Copper, also known as Kron Goblin. Glitzy Gladiators, no wait, am I getting that mixed up again? Oh wait, they just swapped. That's why that's happening. Yeah, Glitzy Gladiators, they have 3 other people they could swap in. So, we'll see what they want to do. It's interesting. I usually don't look at the support play too much, probably because, like, you know, like I'm a DPS player. I usually focus on the DPS, and tanks are in front, you know, easy to see what they're doing. And I used to play tank in quick play, but I've actually being a bit impressed with Mo Black on the Lucio, putting down some peel for his team, booping some targets back, denying them value, booping them off the high ground, that sort of thing. I'm sure that stuff happens all the time. I just don't usually notice it. We're getting the good round coming out in the Discord match chat from Nebula, claiming that it was a sweaty match, a sweaty map. I agree. Looked pretty intense. Of course, chat on Twitch also agreeing. Good round. We're getting a Let's Go Nebula in the chat, which I also agree with because I want more maps. Nebula's down right now. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. They can battle back for sure. We have a lineup coming out here for Nebula. It's going to be Dragon Runner and Copper on the tank. J-Rod is going to be switching over to DPS now, so maybe we're going to see some snipes, perhaps? Some Widowmaker? I don't know. Chicky. Yosef Chicky's going to be on DPS as well this time. Wild Helen is going to be sticking on support, and Alexi going to move over to support as well. Oh. And we have a lineup coming for the Gladiators. And of Hawks is going to be on the tank this time, joining Veru, also on the tank. For DPS, we're going to have Lux moving over there, and D-Man Bill's going to be coming in on DPS. And Big Lebersky going to be picking on support, along with Mo Black. No, actually, Big Lebersky was DPS in the last one. So they're moving over to the support. Mo Black's sticking on support. I don't know why, but when I look at Big Lebersky's name and it's like in all caps, I keep thinking it says Biggle. It's like you're be a pickle and it throws me off. I'm like, where's the bear? Where's the bear? Just waiting for readies for both teams. But, you know, on Blizzard World, do you think there's a chance we could see J-Rod on the Widowmaker? Because, you know, we've got some long sight lines here on Blizzard World, especially, like, you know, with that high ground there at the first choke. Can aim down there, and then on second point as well, you know, you got the bridges, the really, really high ground if you want to go up there. I don't know if that's a great place to be in a, you know, like in a league match, but people love going up there in deathmatch. We do have one ready coming out. We just see if other team is also ready. And we have readies from both teams. So we're going to be jumping into our second map, Blizzard World. The match score right now is 1-0 in favor of Glizzy Gladiators, who won the first map, 2-0 on the control map. But still on the second round back there, Nebula definitely starting to look strong. So we're gonna want to see if they can carry that momentum going forward here. Maybe clean up a bit of the I suppose communication issues. You know, if they're able to call out a few more things while they're happening during some of the hectic fights, they might be able to pull ahead here. It's definitely difficult, you know, when there's a lot going on, you know, and everybody's using ults. You just want to make sure that you cap it, especially when the other team's already accrued so much progress, you know, on control. We've got somebody who got a bunch of points. I just want to highlight their message for some reason. It's like, oh, you know, you got the points, so you might as well just highlight your message. Glad you're looking forward to the next map. Read It Studios. And people are talking about fruits for some reason. Apple, banana, blueberry. Anyways, J-Rod not on the Widowmaker, gonna be on the Soldier instead. D-Man builds on the opposite side, also on the Soldier. Let's see, Gladiators, who is the red team this time, because we did have the team swap around. Vanderpong's taking a lot of damage there on the Reinhardt, but is going to be kept up by their team. Lux flanking on that Reaper there, does get spotted by J-Rod and pushed back. D-Mech onto Copper. Lux going out there on the flank again, taking down the baby diva. Flux coming from Vera. Getting around and still keeping that shield up. Nice block on the rock. Shatter. I'm not even sure who Shatter that was. Exactly. Chicky setting out the tire there. Gets taken down by the nano run. Oh, and Nebula gets pushed back here. Glizzy Gladiators taking the first point. They're going to be pushing the car along once it gets out of that little garage thing or whatever it is. Nebula trying to keep this corner here just past the first choke point, point B. Lux trying to take that high ground up there, but it's going to be pushed back by Copper and Chicky. Copper trying to get the flank there with the Diva, but gets D-Maxed. A little bit of punish there. Charge onto Band. It's good, and the attack visor from J-Rod takes down two. Those two Gladiators need to get out of there Lux does get the TP out as Reaper. Nebula able to hold here on point B. And it looks like they're going to push up and take a bit more space up to the archway, the first choke. Thinking about backing up a little bit. They want to be in the middle of the lane. Cart getting pushed up. Valkyrie coming out from Mo Black for Glitzy Gladiators. Shatter, not sure if that caught anything. Dragon Runner charging, doesn't catch anything there. Swinging on to Band of Hawks. Tack Visor. Was that the flank visor? Oh! Both DPS ults used by Glitzy Gladiators and get the team wipe. Looks like it was just Copper that got taken down there. Or actually it might have been... Oh, they had 2 down and they just used the res on Lux Wall. Nebula holding at this corner here, just past the first archway of point C. Shatter catches a lot of people, but I'm not sure if there's enough follow-up. Dragon Runner gets hit by the on a nade. They are getting fixed though. Dragon Runner gets the charge kill onto Mo Black, taking down the Mercy. Lux forcing J-Rod off of that high ground. I think that was maybe a little bit of a greedy position, unless the rest of his team pushed up with him as well, but like they would have been out in the open, so that's a bit dangerous for them to do. Luxwall TPing up top, big shatter, catches 3. Chicky comes out with a tire here, is able to get Vuru. We're gonna have to see if a res comes out here by Mo Black, if he has it. This might not be the best time though, because we got J-Rod with the Tack Visor. Band of Hawks, shield gets taken down, is going to be kept up by Mo Black, and Glizzy Gladiator is going to back up here, try and regroup. They do have some ults coming up here. They have both support ults already, and Flux almost online. Oh, Chicky gets taken down by Damon Bills. Alexi using the Coalescence. 2 get caught in the Flux on the side of Nebula. Dragon Runner going down. So Nebula without their tank, without their Reinhardt. Off angle Tack Visor here and the Shatter. Oh, Damon got caught out there by J-Rod, but gets res up. Dragon Runner gonna charge in onto the point to just contest it. Pretty nice shatter there, but I don't think there's follow-up. The rest of his team, it wasn't there yet. They were still respawning. Copper coming out with the redact kill. Self-destruct didn't catch anything, but gets the squish onto Big Libersky. J-Rod taking down Lux. Nebula might be able to stabilize here if they can get a few more picks. Mobile gets a big res onto Lux Wall, bringing back the Reaper for Glitzy Gladiators. Beat coming out, trying to keep up the Wrecking Ball and Lucio for Nebula. Chicky's also there on the Tracer, trying to harass, maybe get a pick here, but it's not enough. It's just Chicky now. J-Rod with the Tack Visor isn't able to get close enough to contest the cart though. And Glitzy Gladiators capping point C with almost 2 minutes here on Blizzard World.
Initiating match.
Meanwhile in the chat, we still have Read It Studios making use of those points, highlighting them messages.
Just want to point out, Crow, just after second point there, Dragon Runner actually cancelled Veruca Salt's Flux. Veruca Salt went into Flux as Dragon Runner shattered, so it got cancelled. I was like,
oh, the
nice
Flux?
thing.
It got cancelled by the Shatter?
Yeah, like you don't see that happen often, so.
That's crazy.
Yep. I just thought I'd point it out so it wasn't missed.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's... Oh my gosh, that sounds really nice.
Yeah. Definitely.
We got to hear him speak. The big bear, the one-man casting crew. Getting a little bit of a break. For of all of that, just getting to focus on the cameras, and I'm sure he's doing a great job right now. I mean, you know, he saw that shatter, right? I'm watching this again, I didn't see it. Oh, we got Jared on the Widowmaker out. But, you know, Glizzy Gladiators still has this double shield setup, so it might be really hard for Jay to get any value here unless his tanks can cause a lot of distraction over here. Jay's still looking for the pick. Might be able to get it here on Lux. He's looking for it. Isn't able to get it, but Nebula, they're accruing the percentages there. They got 2 ticks already. This Widowmaker might be really distracting. They're like making it hard for them to figure out where they want to stand. DPS already getting 2 here. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do this. There's only 2 for Glitzy Gladiators. They should be able to cap this. Nebula should. And they will. Big Libersky trying to get away on 1 HP. It looks like she is going to be able to get healed up by Mo Black. Some of that Valkyrie ult charge there. So that was a pretty quick point A cap for Nebula, and meanwhile J-Rod's still here on the Widowmaker, making everybody worry for their heads. Damon Bill's on the Junkrat, trying to control this high ground. Is going to give it up, though, to try and help out their team a bit more. Over here on the side path. Kind of an odd position for a fight to happen. I don't usually see it happen over here. Making their way back over to main. They take down Band of Hawks. And Nebula getting some more cart progress. Meanwhile, J-Rod still hunting for those heads. Has the wall hacks now. Shatter catches 2. Dragon Runner looking for the charge. Gets booped away by Lux's coach gun. Oh, J-Rod finding Mo Black with the Widowmaker. But Big Libersky beaming down 2 with the Coalescence. Gets taken down by Copper on the Junkrat, but Damon Bill also taking down Alexi. J-Rod, meanwhile, in the back, trying to find something, but it looks like things better if it backs off. Not going to be able to deal with that on his own on the Widowmaker. Oh! Nice res cancel there. He's going to give up their life for it. But that's still a big pick, because they're without the res, without the mercy. Moblast's going to switch over to Lucio just to try to get back quicker, I believe. Damon Bill's out with the tire. J-Rod gets the save on it! That's what I want to see. I want to see the Widowmaker's snipe tires. He's going to be able to get more. I'm not sure how much pressure is being put on J-Rod here. I feel like he's just being... Oh, there, Moblast going for it now! Along with Band of Hawks, they do get J-Rod. And pushing back the rest of Nebula here. It was looking a little scary for a little while there for Glitzy Gladiators, but they are finally able to stabilize here. The cart starting to fall back underneath the first bridge, it looks like, of second point. Nebula, they have 2 ults right now. They have the Whole Hog and the Coalescence. And they almost have a Shatter as well. USF Chicky on the... Ooh. Did J-Rod get hit by a junk nade? Almost got taken out by one too, but Lux following up with the damage on the Ash. Res coming out by Wild Helen, bringing J-Rod back. We got that Far Mercy combo for Nebula here. Oh, it gets the hit scan! So J-Rod is going to be a bit more free here to do whatever he wants on the Rocket Queen this time instead of the Sniping Queen, I guess. Nebula, they're getting the kills here. It looks like it might just be Damon Bills on the Junkrat left over. Going up top. I'm not going to be able to escape there. Returning back over to point. Bob in the back causing some trouble. Luckily Moblack also getting there to get the stall because Bob's a little bit too far to stall. Shatter coming out gets Bob. I'm not sure if there was anything else. Another Shatter gets Copper, doesn't get finished. Glizzy Gladiators is doing a really good job of stalling the point here, and they're getting the picks. Van gets pulled in by Copper, getting isolated. Oh, they weren't watching the point! Oh my gosh. That was so sneaky. I think Copper might have realized what was happening there and just went back over to the cart and just barely got the cap. Or it might have been Chicky as well when she went into the ice block. But whatever the case, Nebula getting to cap point B here. J-Rod has the rocket barrage. Possibly might be harder to use the far here because of the low ceiling. Does get Moblack though with the rocket barrage. Looking for a little bit more here. And Chicky gets Damon Bills. J-Rod gets Lux Walt. Nebula is they're pushing Glizzy Gladiators back here. Coalescence coming out from both sides. Chicky has that Blizzard locked and loaded. Wild Helen, we got both support holds going for Nebula. Just the Valkyrie now by Wild Helen. Dragon Runner gets taken down though on the side of Nebula, so this might be hard for Nebula to push in here without their Rhine. But J-Rod's still alive. Lux is looking for him. Copper gets taken down by Vuru, and Chicky also getting taken down. It looks like Nebula are going to have to back up here. J-Rod also getting really close to a rocket barrage, but I'm not sure if he's going to stick on it. It feels like, you know, he is laying in the damage, but with the lower ceiling, he's more susceptible to, like, damage from Sigma, and there's double hit scan on the other side as well, so he's going to have to be more careful of that. There's a lot of architecture to hide around, so I suppose it can work here. Chicky going to be on the Junkrat now instead of the May for Nebula. Nebula already down. Oh, Damon Bills getting this flank here on the high ground. Gets Moblack to follow him as well. Might be able to get a strong position here. J-Rod gets pick using the barrage as well. Flex catches Cooper. And Chicky, lots of stuff happening. Moblack going down. Nebula looks like they might have the advantage here, but respawn advantage to Glitzy Gladiators though. Shatter catches 3 for Nebula. Charge onto Manifox, takes him down. Bob gets moved off of the point. Glitzy Gladiators still able to stall this. Lux behind Nebula. In front of them now, get some dynamite onto them, some more dynamite damage there. Lux getting really low and gets taken down, finished by Dragon Runner. Dragon charges back onto the cart. Oh, gets the charge kill onto Moblack. I didn't even see him there. Beat coming from a Wild Helen. If they can just take out this Moira here, they might be able to cap this. Lux gets the stall here. Are they going to be able to cap it with time? They're so close that they will. They're going to be able to get another attempt here to be able to win this map. And we have Griffin with the highlighted, the highlighted messages.
Hi, me again. So,
yeah.
What happened that round was Band shattered Chicky out of her Blizzard. So Dragon, we've just had 2 shatters stop ults, 1 round. It's insane.
That's crazy. That's insane.
I can't believe it. But anyway, nice casting.
Yeah.
You're doing really well. It's a crazy game and you're doing really well with it. So.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, and thanks for getting the cams. You know, you've been doing a lot of work in the casting booth, so I really appreciate all the work you do, Big Bear.
It's hard on the inside when it gets to there. You know, it's like, where do I go? There's rooms.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll leave you to it anyway. Speak to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for chiming in. Now we're gonna have Nebula on attack. They just have 1 minute, so you know, whenever I'm playing with Dragon's Breath and we're in this situation on defense, I always have to remind them the key here is don't feed. You know, you don't want to feed that attacking team with ults that they can use to get a tick or maybe even a full cap on the point and then you know, there's going to be a lot of pressure on you when you're making that extra round attack when it comes around to you. That being said, they do have a Pharah here, Nebula do, on attack. Well, actually, they have a Pharah on both sides. Wild Helen getting taken down by Luxwald. Oh, Nebula already getting some progress here. They get 1 tick, so they have their win condition. If they're not able to full cap this. Lux popping off a bit here, but J-Rod taking down Lux on the Pharah. There might be a Pharah battle going on here. J-Rod's got the high ground right now, but Demon Bill trying to take it. Oh, they're trying to kill each other's teams on the Pharah. Oh, taking a rocket to the face there. J-Rod getting really low. Is D-Man gonna melt it? He gets the rocket killing there! I don't know if Dragon Run's gonna make it. Just barely gets the touch with the Wrecking Ball. Lexi Wesker also on the point here. They get forced out. Chicky on that Tracer to just be back there at the point quick. Is she going to be able to get back for a touch? Yes! Just keeping it going a little bit longer. Copper is coming on the Roadhog. It looks like he should be able to touch here. Oh no, he used the hook instead, but is able to still be able to touch. J-Rod on that Pharah trying to land the damage, gets taken down. D-Man Bills, it seems to have the air superiority going on here, just with those mid-air rockets. You know, although that last one I think is a bit more of a ground rocket, but that was pretty impressive. Nebula do have a win condition now, though. They are able to win this because they got not just a tick, but they got 42%, so that's pretty good. That'll give them some time, but you know, on the other hand, Glizzy Gladiators almost have 3 minutes. That's a good amount of time for them to be able to take just over a tick. We do have Chicky on the Mei for Nebula, which should be able to help with point presence. J-Rod on that Soldier, possibly anticipating a Pharah, although he was running the Soldier on this point during their first defense as well, so could just be, you know, personal preference for this time. Kind of feeling like Soldier might be the thing on defense here. We got some more sustain. Wild Helen with the Lamp, with the Baptiste. Alexi on the Mercy for the res. Copper gonna be on the Sigma. Dragon Runner on the Reinhardt. So we have double shield this time from Nebula. I actually don't remember what tanks they ran at this point during their first defense. Meanwhile, for Glitzy, it's pretty similar. Some slight differences. The Reaper instead of the Mei, and the Moira instead of the Baptiste. Nebula holding here at the point, just on the right side corner from the defender's perspective, but they're gonna have to watch out for these flanks again. Lux, you know, again the off angle with the Reaper. They already got pick onto J-Rod. Gets res though, so full 6. J-Rod gets the charge go onto Ban, so that's big. Moblack also going down. Nebula should be able to hold here. They do lose Dragon Runner though, but they should be able to get stall long enough for Dragon Runner to get back. Yeah, and they're Glitzy's just gonna get staggered here. Vera getting caught by the wall. So good staggers coming out from Nebula. They take down a good chunk of time, getting it down to minute 40 now. So it's like a full minute off the clock. I think 2 minutes actually. It started with 3:40 and now it's only 1:40. Let's see, Ultimate's coming online soon. J-Rod's got that tack visor locked and loaded. Rock hits Copper from down. Doesn't do too much though. Chicky looking at the off angle here, trying to make sure Lux doesn't keep going over there. J-Rod also watching it. Lux coming out, catches a lot of Nebula. Their wall comes out, the bath wall, but like, is already 3 down. Oh, 2 down on the side of Glitzy. It looks like Nebula are going to be able to hold this as well. D-Man Bills gets res back up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They have 4 on the side of Glitzy Gladiators. 4. Oh, J-Rod gets taken down. This might be Glitzy Gladiators' chance. Dragon Runner's back, though. And Chicky's also on the point. They have that point sustain. That point presence. Big shatter catches 3. Dragon Runner with the charge. Gets Vera. Oh, this isn't good. They're getting staggered now. Good block on the Death Blade. Death Blade. What am I saying? Beyblade. I don't know if Nebula are gonna be able to hold this. Here's just Copper and the Soldier. Soldier's down too. It's just the Wrecking Ball. Alexi's back on the Lucio to help stall out. Is anybody else coming though? I don't think they're gonna make it. Glitzy Gladiators. They're gonna take map 2 as well. But again, another close map. Nebula definitely could have won that one there, but these teams are just like really even. And Glitzy Gladiators are up now 2-0. But with how well Nebula's playing, I don't really think that they would be feeling like they're down or anything like that. Hopefully they would be feeling more like getting kind of amped up because, you know, they lose this next map and that's gonna be it for the match. So sometimes teams are like that, you know, they get the pressure on and then they just play better, you know, and they've already been playing really well. Nebula has. And our next map, I already forgot what it was, but it will be a payload map, and it's Junkertown, so, you know, very wide open in the beginning. Maybe we get some more J-Rod Widow. But also possible he might get swapped out for X-Flames here. So we'll see. We'll see if the teams want to make any swaps. So, looking at the chat, just to see what I missed. Apparently, Read It Studios using all those points made Griffin realize that she's got a lot of points she needs to use, so... You know, it's like, just highlight all your... just highlight all your messages, right? Jay's queen. Yeah. And Jay's Widow. Jay's Widow. Oh, Emmy Mouse is also using the points. Do you also have a lot of points to use, Emmy? Yeah, I have Killa gone viral also saying that it was definitely wild, and, you know, yeah, that map. Finnelroy saying this whole game has been wild, and it has. It definitely has. I feel like it was a little bit of a slow start at the beginning with the 100% to 0, but then after that it's like Nebula just woke up. They just haven't had too much luck with the 50-50 kind of stuff, because, you know, these are all really close, could go either way. Glitzy Gladiators just maybe a little bit luckier, and yeah, both teams pretty even otherwise. I feel like I'm going to be saying that until the end of this cast. Junkertown, so... I mean, as long as J-Rod's in there, and we're on a map with long sight lines, the only thing I'm going to be thinking is, yeah, we might see Widow. You know, I mean, unless Jay goes back onto, like, Ryan or something, then I mean, obviously he's not going to be on Widow then. Let's see. Still looking to see if anybody wants to make some swaps. We have a lineup for Nebula. It looks like same tank lineup, Dragon Runner and Copper. For the DPS, we're gonna swap out Chicky for X-Flames. And for support, it's gonna be Alexi and Helen, so same support line. Pretty much the same lineup, I think. Just getting Flames in there for Chicky. And right, Glizzy Gladiators is on match point right now, so they will be attacking first. And we're going to see if Glizzy Gladiators wants to make any swaps. Let's see, so what was going on in the chat earlier? Ishimon mentioned banana question mark for some reason. People just started talking about fruits, apple, blueberry, banana. Okay, so what does this mean? Banana one? We voting for fruits? There was a taco mention eventually, but then it was squished for some reason. It looks like we might be getting a lineup soon for Glitzy Gladiators. It's getting there. I see typing. The Discord match chat, it's coming. And there it is. Lineup for Glizzy Gladiators. And we have one ready. So for tanks, they're gonna have... Oh, let's see, who is that? I'm gonna guess that's Shadow Master because Big Bear already knows. Yeah, Shadow Master is Rhythm and Blues. On the tank. And then we also have Band of Hawks and D-Man on the DPS again. And Moblack sticking on the support, and we're gonna get Wukong coming in for support. Let's see, just waiting for ready from one of the teams. We already have ready from one team. Oh, we get a bio break coming out. I've never thought of having a snack as being a bio break sort of thing, but I suppose it is, right? Okay. Alright. Looks like we got ready for both teams. And this is our third and possibly final map. Glizzy Gladiators are up 2-0 right now. And if you've been watching from the beginning, you know that Nebula has been fighting these maps really hard. They just haven't been able to get it to play out in their favor. The last map in particular was really close. There's a good chance that Nebula could have won that map. Whereas with the control map, the first round went 100-0, but the second one went 99-99. So Nebula could have won that round, brought it to round 3, possibly win the first map. But as it stands right now, we're on match point, and if Glizzy Gladiators are able to win this one, that will be it for the match. And of course, since Glizzy Gladiators are on match point, they will attack first. Just so, I suppose it's like it gives us a chance to possibly see a bit more of the map, you know? Instead of just the winning team, the dominating team, just, you know, holding it right here at the beginning, and then it's just like, that's it.
5, 4,
Lots of spam for Nebula. We got J-Rod on the far again, and X-Flames on the Junkrat. A Wild Helen's gonna be on that Mercy. J-Rod already getting a pick onto Wukong. No Black should be able to get the res and does. D-Man Bills is on that soldier, so should be able to put some pressure on the Pharah. Shadow Master can also help out on the Diva, but J-Rod is making use of this architecture here, making it hard to spam at him. And Glizzy Glider is running double off-tank right now. Although, you know, Sigma has a shield, at least, so it's not the off-tankiest of off-tank combos. X-Flames catches Wukong with the spam. I think all this spam from Nebula is making it a bit hard for Glitzy to push in here, because there's just bombs raining down at them all the time. And there's also the Sigma with the Hyper Spears is constantly shelling them, so there's just so much damage coming at Glitzy Gladiators right now from multiple angles. And like, I kind of feel like Glitzy doesn't have enough damage here. Like, they do get the pick onto the far, but probably gonna get rezzed up here. X-Flame's gonna take it down, so no DPS for Nebula. Looks like I might have spoken too soon. Glitzy Gladiators get pretty much all the picks. I don't think there's anyone left here. It was pretty much a team wipe, just didn't happen quick enough for the team wipe bell. J-Rod's already back on the Pharah. Oh, and Band of Hawks on the Hanzo now, so a little bit more damage. And spam. Tire coming out from X-Flames and the Rocket Barrage from J-Rod. Both of those bombs catching something. X-Flames takes out the lamp, the D-Mech onto the far from J-Rod, and Nebula, they're gonna be able to push back Glitzy Gladiators here. Shadow Masters trying to get the sneaky back cap, but maybe did it a little bit too early, and possibly Nebula might have been aware of that too, because they didn't move too far away from the point. So good on Nebula not letting themselves get back cap there. Band of Hawks switching onto the McCree now. X-Flame's getting taken down by D-Man Bills, but gets rezzed by Wild Helen. Looks like Glitzy are split. They're gonna do like a pincer from the left and the right. Coming together now, everybody's just facing each other. That was a good shatter onto Vera, gets naded as well, charge killed by Dragon Runner. Shadow Master launching out the bomb, gets Alexi, but does make some space, it looks like. Both supports are there for Glitzy Gladiators along with both tanks. They're just waiting for their DPS to come back. Band of Hawks is back. D-Man Bills flanking around the backside to try and get an angle on Nebula. Almost has that tack visor as well. And J-Rod's on the Widowmaker. Oh! This isn't looking too good for Glizzy Gladiators here. They only have the Sigma and the Mercy right now, and J-Rod's looking for their heads! And X-Flames gets the finish onto the Baby Diva. Band of Hawks gets launched onto the cart and picked off by J-Rod in midair, I guess. On his way down. And wow, what a hole here! Like, it looks like Nebula, they're starting to feel it. They're feeling the pressure, and I think they like it. I think they like it. I wonder how fast this push is gonna be. Glitzy Gladiators' defenses have been pretty good for the most part. Although on Blizzard World, it was a really fast point A take for Nebula, so Glizzy Gladiators defense crumbling pretty quick there. I wonder if we're going to see that happen again here on Junkertown. And Nebula only has to, they don't even have to cap point A, they just have to get it almost all the way to the end. So we could see a repeat of that and get a map win here for Nebula, and then we'll get to see map 4, potentially map 5. So some exciting stuff here. And Griffin says J dot on Widow means he's throwing. I suppose he has decided to win now.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah. CB saying that Jay's Widow is good. Duels always back and forth between CB and Jay, so good stuff happening there. Jay having shots at Shadow Bastard. It just wants to make sure that D.Va's out of his face so he can get some more juicy angles on the squishier targets. And Dragon Runner taking a lot of space here. Gets up onto this corner here. Oh, D-Man Bills goes down. J-Rod gets hit by the Hanzo arrow. And meanwhile, I haven't even noticed that Nebula was on double sniper with X-Flames on the Hanzo. But we're gonna be back here on a spammy comp again, except X-Flames is on the Hanzo instead of the Junkrat this time. J-Rod on the far Dragon Runner doing a Hail Mary charge, but gets Moblack, so that's a big one. And the rest of his team is there to make sure that they don't focus him down. Maybe I spoke too soon. Dragon Runner did get focused down, but this should be enough here, unless D-Man Bills can pop off here. The shield's sort of in his way. He gets caught in the flux. That might actually be in his favor, but he gets taken out. It's just Copper left. Oh, and there's the Baby D.Va on point, stalling it out. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Shadow Master's team is going to be able to get back. Enough time to be able to get Glizzy Gladiators the recontest here. Moblack with the Valkyrie lamp out right before the golden box of victory, and they also have the window coming out. They might be able to charge up some ulti, and they also have the third charge, and that's a lot of damage there. J-Rod's on the Kree now. X-Flames gets taken down by D-Man Bills. Glizzy Gladiators, they're making a good hold here. Band of Hawks catches J-Rod. Dragon coming out. I don't know about that one. It seemed a little bit like off to the side of it too much, but maybe, just looking to force Nebula away from the flanks, perhaps. And Nebula does fall back, at least gives Glizzy Gladiators a little bit of room to work with here. Nebula gonna be taking the flank route, charging in, trying to get the Mercy. Wukong gets really low, but kept up by their own lamp. Picks coming out for Nebula here, though. It looks like it's just a matter of time. Moblack's trying for the Hail Mary res, but isn't gonna work out. Band of Hawks looking for some picks. J-Rod with the very quick Deadeye gets Band of Hawks, and Nebula gets the cap here on Junkertown. We're gonna get a map 4. Hey, J-Rod didn't have to stick on the Widow in order for them to win. They still managed to do it. And Dragon Runner making a lot of space for them on that Rhine. This could have been massive here if D-Man Bills was able to kill everybody. He almost did it too. It was just crazy.
Job well done.
Yeah. As CB says here in the chat, we got 2-1 right now. Glizzy Gladiators still on match points, so they will be attacking again, and it's going to be on an assault map. I believe it was... Well, I don't want to say it. I'm confused, Big Bear, but he probably already knows. It is Volskaya. This was a great match. I'm glad I took the time to come in here to commentate. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had time to watch it until like Probably after the season. Volskaya. Yeah, you can play Little on there too, right? You can also play Pharah. So you might see more of that. We got Griffin getting all hyped up for possible Nebula reverse sweep here. And Ragnarok Alex coming out with the Go Helen Go, and also Chicky and Big Lebersky. You know, you got your people you want to cheer for. Doesn't matter which team they're on. But also, you know, I think that helps with the close matches. You know, everybody's having a good time. Everybody's feeling competitive, but they're having fun too. And let me see. Right, lineups. We do have one from Nebula already. Same for the tanks. We're going to run the same DPS lineup as well. And for support, it looks like Chicky's going to be coming back in, swapping out with Alexi. And again, I see Glitzy Gladiators getting the typing done. Typing up that lineup. Also, PSA, if it's hot where you are, even if it's not hot where you are, make sure you drink lots of water. I should probably go grab some more. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, stay hydrated. So, lineup for Glitzy Gladiators. Wukong and Verb on the tank. D-Man, Bills, and Lux on DPS. No, wait. And Lux also on support, so looks like a little typo there. We'll get that cleared up. I would imagine Lux would be on DPS. Oh, okay, Lux is going to be on support, and we have D-Man and Band on DPS. And also, we still have Mo Black in on the support. And it appears we've got our lineups all set. We're just waiting for the readies. One ready coming out. So for this map, I'm wondering if we might see some May possibly. You know, the ice wall can be pretty good there at that first point choke. But you know, also have to watch out for the forest. So if one of the teams has a May, um, you know, they'll have to have somebody to. Yep, and yeah, I think I said it already, but GG still on match point. They are up 2-1, but they will attack again. It looks like we got somebody taking a bio break, so we'll just be waiting for a few more moments.
So just while Crow is away, I'm not sure if he's here, just let you know there is something we are just trying to sort out in regards to the teams. Something happened for one of the team members, so we're just trying to figure out how to go forward. When we know what's happening, we'll be sure to let you know. But please do stick around, and we'll see where we go. Hi there, guys. Unfortunately, due to some unforeseen issues, we are going to have to end the match here. So the stream will end. Unfortunately, that's all we can do at the moment. Otherwise, you will be sitting here just staring at a blank screen, as nothing is going to happen now. So we will update you when we can. And for now, it is good night from everyone at Bronze Tacos. If you would like to know when the next matches are, I'll have a little look for you. We have one on the 25th of August in the same tier, which is Dragon's Breath versus Britney Fears. And then the 27th of August is Valkyrie versus Red Fox Mafia. And hopefully they will be streamed as well. But for now, everybody, good night, and we will see you again soon.